So, babe, what did you end up getting?
2 sheep.
What type of sheep?
They're from the auction. We think Shetland-ish.
Shetlandish?
Yeah.
Yeah?
They're from the auction, so you never really know. Baby's like, get out of here.
They're in our sheep shearing area, as you can tell from the wool. So you think they're a Shetland mix, but they're quite pretty, aren't they?
Oh, they're like the most beautiful sheep we have.
Yeah?
They're so pretty, especially the one that's the farthest away. Its fleece is so amazing. I am not shearing it because I'll mess it up.
Yeah?
But I want that fleece. It's very nice.
We're talking about these little cuties right here.
Oh, the sheep.
Yeah, because they decided to come out and play a little bit.
Oh,
Now, they're really shy, and you saved those from a meat market, didn't you? Well, technically a friend of yours did.
Yeah. So where we get our hay from, who's also given us Chapter, some of our other meat goats in Norway.
Right.
He bought them on Thursday, and then called me Thursday night and said he's got 2 Shetland ewes, and he thought they were too good for slaughter. So he actually bought for someone who was looking for, to have them done up for meat. And he thought they were too nice to do that, so he gave me a call. And so I said I'd take them, and then they came yesterday, and they're like probably they are the most beautiful sheep that we have here, especially the one that's closest to the fence.
Okay.
I think they're both lambs, but I can't get near enough to check their teeth, obviously, because they've clearly never been handled, which happens. And but the one near the fence has the most amazing fleece that I'm going to get our shearer probably to come out and shear, not me, because I'll mess it up. And lamb's wool is very soft and just like very prized. It's very nice because you only get that quality once, obviously, right? So
Right.
for shearing. So, but yeah, we don't have names for them. I've been throwing around some names in my head. So this is Norway, and Norway is a Shetland, and they're, a Shetlandish something. They kind of remind me maybe a little bit of Icelandic, but it's hard to know. They're just auction lambs, really. But they're beautiful and they have really nice fleece, so I think they'll fit in lovely. And yeah, so I'm not sure the names. I was thinking like China and Russia.
Oh, China and Russia are nice names.
Because Norway,
Yep.
Norway. And I thought it might be a nice fit where they're supposed to be kind of Shetland mix to stick with a similar name. But now it just means really should probably get a baby doll ram. So then they can have the cutest little babies on earth.
They would be some cute babies.
They are very cute, very small, very dainty. So I do see that being part of the Shetland. The Shetland's not a meat sheep, it's a wool sheep, so you don't get a lot of meat on them, and they're very dainty. So they're learning that they are very low on the totem pole.
Yeah, they're low on the pecking order, and they're just very shy. Like you said, they haven't been handled like a pet, like ours have, because as you can see, ours are
not worried.
Yeah, no, ours don't mind us at all, but I can't get anywhere near these two without
That's
them.
about as close, and then they'll start like looking up. But
yeah,
you might be able to get their heads up and then look at them with a zoom.
Hi, baby. Hi, babies.
Yeah.
Hi, babies. They know something's going on. They've been targeted, and now they want to run away.
They say no. But yeah, now that we're gonna, probably get rid of Zebra, it opens up the door to what we want to do next. And I was thinking of a meat ram and have some bigger babies, to do lamb meat, because lamb is very delicious and it gives us a market other than pets for our lambs, because only so many people can have pet sheep. And but now I'm like, well, we could either divide and have 2 rams and have the Shetlands with a baby doll and, say baby and the Finns with a meat one, or just do a baby doll until he becomes a dick and then replace with a different one, which might happen every 2 years, just swap them out and whatnot. So yeah, we're recovering Zebra. Zebra's not down here, but Zebra's recovering. He got hurt and we almost lost him. So I have a $500 vet bill to pay because of Zebra. And, you know, once he gets that weight back on, basically, we'll let him go because I don't want him to go as he is because that's no good for anybody. And, you know, because of the season changing, he might actually catch our ewes before he goes, which would be ideal. And then we keep our female ewe lambs, and then with a new cycle of a new male, then he could breed everyone, and we don't have to worry about Zebra breeding his daughters and stuff like that. So, you know, it kind of is a process. Sometimes it sucks, sometimes it doesn't, but you can't have you know, we're working really hard this year on doing different things. This backyard fencing, you know, had a multi-purpose, but the goal is to have people come, and I'd kind of like to have a open house once we get some babies on the ground this year, and we can't do that with an animal like Zebra here. So, you know, and he's going to be really stressed if he's separated. So it just basically would allow us to do a lot of different things with the removal of one animal. You know, and he served us well and whatnot. And the one who gave us the new babies, wherever they have disappeared to, I think they went
out
home.
back. Yeah.
You know, he's probably going to take him and Reggie, which is this one, and yeah. So, and then keep an eye out for something amazing because he goes to the auction every Thursday, and you know, he's an old farmer, and you know, he knows his stuff. So when he gets things, it's usually very, you know, nice, and you know, it's always fun. I've went there before, probably last year or so, when I was looking at goats. I was just going out for something, and he ended up purchasing 2 ram lambs from the auction, and they were the most beautiful ram lambs I'd ever seen. And so I actually said, you know, I'm not ready yet. I will tell you when. But if one of those comes through the auction again, I am interested because it was just a spectacular looking ram, you know. But, you know, so we'll just probably do some trading back and forth and whatnot. So, yeah, that's kind of our sheepy update. We love sheep. They don't wreck fences.
Yeah.
You know, they're easy
Well, no,
to fence.
and it was a good talk about the auction because people don't always understand animal auctions and the type of prizes you can get from them. Because you never know what's going to be there. Like you can have some amazing finds.
Yeah, and I think auctions have a bad reputation. Well, I know they do. Even my vet had said something like that. But you know, sometimes, you know, especially now, I find society, we're not very friendly. We don't want to talk to people. You know, people are getting more and more. I don't want to say needy, but kind of needy. So, you know, sometimes it's just so much easier to just take your animal to the auction. You know 100% it's going to sell, and you don't have to do these back and forth. You don't have to worry about no-shows or nickel and dimings or people being late. And, you know, you just cut all that out. You're just guaranteed a sale.
Right.
Right? So, with that in mind, some people will bring amazing things. Like recently, a lot of people are struggling and stuff right now and whatnot, but there's been a lot of horses go through the auction this year, and the prices that they're getting are quite high. They're not like, you know, $50 or whatever. Like, you know, even I didn't pay that price, but those 2 lambs were $75 each.
Wow, and they were very beautiful.
And they're very beautiful, and like, yeah, the person's, if they hung on to them, they could have maybe got $300 for them, but they also could have died. They also could have been nickel and dimed for like forever, you know, of people being, you know, not showing up or not replying, like, you know, just a hassle. He could have got a little bit more, but for $75 is basically, you know, and he might have had other things go there too. He probably didn't just have the 2 sheep. Could have been more sheep. Could have been some cows.
Yep.
Could have been whatever. You know, so it's really nice to go, and we did go there. I don't think we did a video actually about that.
We didn't because you can't film there.
No.
So there was really nothing to talk about. We mentioned that we were going. Yeah. So now we're talking about it.
Yeah, so we went.
Yeah.
No idea what to expect, right? And we go in, and it's kind of set up like an amphitheater. So like there's a platform, it's slightly raised. So I think it'd be about here is where it starts. If you're on the ground level, and then, you know, it's got the big fence. And, you know, the auctioneer's up there, and then basically the animals come in and they kind of keep them moving here, and then when they sell, they go at another door, and, you know, it's just that rotation.
Right.
But when we were there, all of the animals looked fantastic.
Yeah.
Like, they looked absolutely stunning. You know, I didn't see any, like, neglect or, like, that's on death doors. Like, there was no, like, real reason of the rejects. Like, you know, it was awesome and eye-opening and also very dangerous. But we didn't go to buy. We just went to kind of look.
By dangerous, you mean dangerous for the temptation to buy.
Yes.
It wasn't physically dangerous.
Yes. No,
Yeah.
no. You know, and it was very cool to see, you know, these things. You know, they pushed through, like, the goats and the lambs. I don't know if they had pigs that time or not.
I don't remember there being pigs. Yeah.
You know, so once they sold, then they brought in the calves, the bobcats, which are bottle babies. And so they bring them in a big group, and basically one guy is in the ring with the babies. And keep in mind, you know, the babies are still a bit this high. They're quite big. And basically picking a number or whatever and being like that. Lift the tail if needed. That's a heifer. Then that one goes. And then they push that one off. And then, you know, they go through them all like that. And then I think after that, it was the cow-calf pairs where you, Dean, had to come find me because I had to pee. And you were like, that is the biggest animal I have ever seen in my life. And it was a beef cow with her calf. And, you know, they're very safe when they're working with them.
Speaking of which, yeah.
It's a very cool experience. And I wish I could go every Thursday. But Russell, which is where we got our lambs from, also goes every Thursday, which is a bad idea because, you know, you can go there in your car and be like, oh, if I had a way to get that home, I'd buy it. I do have a way to get it home. So it's very good that we can't go every Thursday because Russell, when we were there, he actually seen us and he left and he actually came back to check to see if we were planning on buying anything, if we needed a trailer to get it home, because he's such a nice man. And, you know, so having that option there and then you go, like, there's nothing to hold you back.
Right.
So we don't go we haven't went again. But it was a very fun experience, very clean, animals were clean, you know, it was a great thing. And basically you hear all the things about auctions and how bad they are and the animals that go through and, you know, they're all sickly and deathly and everything. They were like some of the most gorgeous animals we've seen. You know, I've seen worse buying from other farms, like hobby farms and stuff. So, like, I don't think it's justified in some auction houses, maybe, but in ours here, I thought the quality was good and it was definitely worth going. You can save a lot of money by going too. There you go. Hi. If you can get a close-up of the one closest to me, of her fleece.
Yeah, some nice fleece. These some pretty little sheep. Look at these pretty little sheep. Look at these pretty little sheep. Yo, brave now. Look at you be brave. You're not braving. You just like your treats.
Stop! Stop! You're okay.
What do you have here?
You're okay.
Do you have a pretty one?
Oh, this one's a nice one.
It's got nice fleece.
Oh, it does. Oh, yeah. Get a close-up of that for Sarah.
It's a little bit like a lot of the fleece we have, though.
No, it's definitely crimpier. It's like Leicester.
Oh, it's crimpier for sure.
Look at that. It's okay. It's okay. All right, I'm going to open her mouth. You focus on her teeth at the bottom. Oh, she says no. Okay, so she is a lamb.
Yeah?
Hers got all the same size teeth. You're so pretty.
You are so pretty. You're so pretty. You don't have to be so shy. Although this is only going to make her worse.
Yeah, it's okay.
Hi, baby.
Sorry.
Look at your pretty face. Yeah. You get a pretty face. But we had to have a little bit of a People wanted to see you because you're so pretty.
I wanted to see you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. That's a nice bird.
She needs to have some of her treats, though. Nice.
Yeah, so that's nice. So
Bye, guys.
check their age by their teeth. So that's why I wanted you to focus.
Yeah.
I wanted to be sure that they're a lamb. So there.
Yeah.
I assume because they're the same size, same place. Both lambs, because that one is a lamb.
But they need to come back for some of these treats.